Hey guys, welcome to day number 1 of the July 22 and 22 video series. And 22 and 22 stands for 22 exercises in 22 days. So for the next 22 days, the overall goal of the exercises is for me to share with you the 22 things that I have done to work on my own hand progression. And this is the series that I'm the most excited about because it was voted on by you guys. I asked you guys what you wanted the next series to be, and it was an overwhelming decision of hand exercises. So I put together a list of 22 of the ones I did to work on my hand to get to where I am now. And so I'm really excited to share them with you. Another reason I'm so excited about this video series is because this is overall the number one question that I get from people is, how did I get to where I am with my hand? What did I do? And so that's why I decided to put together the exact things that I did to share with you for this video series. And so first I'm going to go through the first 4 things that I did, and the first one is I set goals for myself. My goal is an overall functional use of my hand. Now, what's functional definition for me, it might be a different definition for you, but let every goal you set for yourself begin with a functional use of whatever you're working on. And so my definition of function for me is I just want to be able to grab a glass or a bottle and take a drink. I think for me, if I get to that point, then maybe I can do more. And so that is my goal, is to be able to drink something, to grab a bottle and drink without fear of dropping it. I mean, really? So that's my definition of functional. And that may change as I get closer to doing that, or as I do that. Let functional use of something be your overarching goal. And so next I started with stretching. That was the first thing suggested to me by other stroke survivors, and that's the first thing I did, was start stretching my hand. And it is literally the thing that I still do to this day. Now my stretches look a little different, and I'm going to share with you the iterations that I've taken with my exercises. And by iterations, I mean how the exercises and stretches evolved over time and why they evolved. And so next I did electrical stimulation, another thing that I still do today, and I'll be sharing how that has evolved for me, and I will share the different pad placements that I have done and how they evolved over time. I will, like I said, I'll be sharing the stretches and how they have evolved, and I will be also sharing the therapy exercises that I do, the functional tasks that I am performing, and the items that I use to do in these exercises. So I'll share those different therapy exercises that I do. And for those, the number one thing is being consistent. So, but if you are working on an at-home program just like I am, the best thing that we can do is, number 1, be consistent, but then number 2 is to track our progress. Now, in the description of this video, if you open it up, I am going to be sharing a blog post that I wrote about tracking progress, because it's a must if you're going to be doing any sort of at-home program, or if you want to iterate your exercises like I have done for mine. And tracking progress is a must, so you know where you come from and you know what's helping. And in this post, I describe all of that in more detail. And I also describe about how to set your own goals and what questions to ask yourself. So that's a must read, and I'll have that link in the description of this video. And in the description of this video, I will also be linking to all of the tools I'll be using throughout the next 22 days. The items I use to do therapy with, and the braces that I use, as well as the electrical stimulation machine that I use. So if you want to grab any of these and try them out as I go through them the next 22 days, they are going to be right here in this description for you. And so today was all about goal setting, and let a functional use be your driving force, and define what function is for you, and let that be your goal in formulating the exercises and stretches that I'm going to show you in the next 28 days to be what gets you to that function. And I'll try to be helping you along the way. I'll be letting you know how long I've done everything for, and how long you may want to try to do things for. And I'll be telling you the things that I did in the order that I did them. So I hope that I will see all of you in the next 22 days. And I'm really looking forward to this series. Alright guys, so till tomorrow, till day 22, be thinking about what your functional definition is and what your goal is going to be for this 22 days. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow for day number 2. Bye.